Views expressed by Casters Guild members are only the opinions of that member, and that could change from day to day. Guild members may use mature language, but that in no way means they are mature. Listener discretion is advised.
Whether he gave you childhood nightmares or taught you your ABCs, there's no doubting the impact that Jim Henson and his friends had on the world. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? I hope it's not through that labyrinth. That's the spell we're casting tonight on Casters Guild. Thank you for tuning in to Casters Guild. I'm Rick Perry, and this episode is brought to you by the letter G for Guildmaster.
And I guess that you would have retroactively introduced yourself as Guildmaster, but I am also Guildmaster Baron Kane. I forgot my name for a second, and that makes two Guildmasters.
And with us tonight is our newest guild member and my lovely wife. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. I don't know. I guess I'm a magi zoologist.
Nice.
Yeah. So tonight we're talking about Jim Henson, in case you haven't already guessed that, or you couldn't read the title before you clicked on it. So I think a great place to start, as where we usually start with these casts, is what is your favorite Jim Henson movie?
We're doing the whole ladies first thing?
We usually start with
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is going to be Labyrinth. Hands down, Labyrinth.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see Labyrinth until I was in my teens. Like, I didn't see it until I was in high school. So I know it came out in the 80s, but I didn't see it until around 2002. And that kind of helped me in high school. Like, it defined half of my high school career, seeing the Labyrinth. I saw it in my drama class in 9th grade.
All right, well, I'm going to have to go with the original Muppet movie. The Muppets were huge in my upbringing. I used to watch the Muppet Show all the time, and the Muppets on Sesame Street and everything like that. The Muppets probably defined my childhood more than any other children's show or cartoon show or anything. So the original Muppet movie is probably I guess you'd say the embodiment of the Muppets. There's no thing that defines the Muppets more than the Muppet movie.
I mean, there's nothing wrong that you said there. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Christmas Carol.
Yes, that's another really good one.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's almost cliche for me to even say that, but I mean, it was great.
Cliches are cliches for a reason. I mean, that was a fantastic movie.
And I'll have to say it's probably one of my favorite renditions of the Christmas Carol too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's saying a lot.
A lot of those remakes of the Christmas Carol or retellings of the Christmas Carol kind of take it in their own direction. And not saying that the Muppets didn't put their own spin on it, but I feel like it was a really faithful retelling of that story.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And I think it was a faithful retelling of it while at the same time honoring the Muppets.
Yes.
So yeah, it was good. It was a good balance.
Yeah, definitely. And it wasn't meant just for kids either. Like, adults can watch it and still love it. Like, there were some scary parts to that movie, actually. But it's actually in my top 3 favorite. That's my 3rd favorite Jim Henson movie.
Now you gotta
watch it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to tell the audience. Really, I'm just dying to know the second now.
It's actually, I was actually just watching it today. The Muppet Treasure Island.
Treasure Island is an excellent one.
Full disclosure, haven't seen it.
Oh no. You have to see it.
Tim Curry.
Get on your Disney
Tim
Plus.
Curry's in it, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, 1, that I have Disney Plus. 2, all the Henson stuff is on there.
Not all the Henson
most
stuff
of
is
it.
on
there. Okay, well,
most of it.
There's maybe 4 or 5 Muppet movies.
We are talking about our favorite Muppet movie, right?
Henson movie in general.
Henson, right.
But there's maybe 4 or 5 Muppet movies on there. Like, it's not like the entire catalog or anything. And the original Muppet Show isn't on there either. The ABC sitcom is, which is, a little disappointing that we didn't get the regular Muppet Show on Disney Plus. But maybe we will eventually.
What I'm most disappointed on is that we didn't get the original Muppet Babies.
Yeah, it's just a remake. Yeah.
Which I remember watching that as a kid too.
Everybody wants to talk about ambitious crossovers. Muppet Babies was the very first of ambitious crossovers with all their Star Wars and Indiana Jones. But really, definitely foreshadowing a merging in the future, which no one could have ever guessed on.
Well, actually, I got a fun little tidbit on that one. So Henson actually helped in the creation and articulation of Yoda in The Empire Strikes Back. I didn't know if you knew that. Totally did.
You know,
he also
I didn't know that. Doesn't surprise me.
Not in the least.
But I am, because isn't Frank Oz, isn't he? I know he was the voice, but isn't he also a puppeteer?
He
Yes.
absolutely is. In
Oh, but
fact,
Jim
Jim
Henson
Henson.
helped.
Jim Henson actually suggested Frank Oz as the puppeteer and voice of Yoda to George Lucas. Like George Lucas wanted Henson. He's like, no, my friend Oz here, and that's how he got that job and has.
Oh my
had
God,
it
are you
since.
telling me that Jim Henson was almost Yoda?
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa.
Absolutely. Yep.
Whoa. That's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was either going to be him or Casey Kasem.
Wait, no, really?
No, I'm joking entirely. Could you imagine, though?
I just did, and I wasn't happy. I could have imagined Jim Henson, fucking Kermit the Frog up there. That's probably why he turned it down, because he didn't want to have another green character in his, with his hand up his pooper.
He probably didn't know if he could separate it far enough from the Kermit voice. Like he probably wanted it to be something different, and he didn't know if he could get it far enough from Kermit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Probably end up accidentally slipping into Kermit, even if he got a different voice up there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Which, we all know that Kermit is just Jim Henson's voice. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little tweak on it, but not much.
Actually, Jim Henson viewed Kermit as his alter ego as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Kermit is to Jim Henson what Brian is to Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep, I can definitely see that.
Well, with a lot less drinking and atheism.
True. Another fun fact on the whole religion thing, Jim Henson was actually a Christian Scientist for most of his life. He did renounce it later on in his life, but he was a Christian Scientist for a while.
Did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
He's hitting us with all the facts.
I got you.
She's like blowing through them all right here in the beginning of the podcast.
It's almost like she doesn't realize we have to talk for an hour and a half to 2 hours.
No, I got more.
That's a good thing she's got like 8 pages. So you can't see it on the camera. But she's got like 8 pages of facts. They're all
my novel.
They're all single lined, really tiny font. It's crazy. I'm not.
No,
She
it's
told
just a
us
biography.
She told us before we started recording that she hopes we can get through at least 10% of them.
Right. I'm pretty sure one of those is just a printout of his Wikipedia article.
Yeah, and I just highlighted it.
To start reading it from top to bottom. Fun fact.
See, the hot links work, which is what confuses me the most.
Buddy.
Okay, so I guess we went through our favorite. Let's go to our least favorite. We're going to go with, I'll go first, and I'm going to use my Guild Decree. Dark Crystal is a bad movie.
Oh, snap.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not using that.
I actually wouldn't. I kind of agree on that one.
Oh, come on. So one of us has to like it, or we are going to get fucking roasted.
All right, I like Dark Crystal.
Oh, thank God.
But that being said, I can understand why people don't like it because
I was young when I saw it.
75% of that movie got cut. So that's only like the Dark Crystal movie is only like 25% of the story that Jim Henson wanted to tell with that movie. But like due to budget cuts and like the fact that they were like, no, you can't make a kids movie that long. I think it might even have originally been meant to be like a mini series or something like that, but don't quote me on that. But you don't get the full story of the Dark Crystal unless you read the comic books. You can get more of it in the Netflix series, but definitely still not the whole story. And if you just go into the Dark Crystal just watching that movie, you'll have no idea what's going on. Like, you don't know what's happening in that world, why this person's here, why that person's there. They just kind of drop you right in the middle of it and go, okay, here's like this adventure of this one Gelfling. We're not going to spend the time telling you what a Gelfling is, but here's this one adventure. We're not going to tell you why he needs this crystal piece, how he can attune to it and find it. Like nothing's explained. You just have to kind of accept all of it. Don't ask any questions.
Not to say it wasn't a bad story. It was a beautiful world that was created. Like I
Oh
love
yeah.
the world of it and just the aesthetics of it, but I did not enjoy the story, and I honestly didn't like the sequel of it either that Netflix put out. I
Yeah.
thought it was really dark, like
Yeah, it was.
super
Yeah,
dark.
yeah, it was one of those things that I, as a child, was not a fan of watching. It made me feel not good. It,
Mhm.
I felt bad for those gelflings that
Yeah,
were essentially getting drained and thrown in a dumpster somewhere. I
in front of their family.
right.
Like, God.
Like, I mean, and again, I thought the character designs and stuff was cool, but I was a kid. I didn't fucking care about character designs.
Right.
If they could have let Jim Henson do what he wanted to do, and again, back then this was unheard of. Let him do what he wanted to do and then market it to adults,
Hmm.
it would have went well.
Mhm.
It would have went well, and then I would have grown up. I would have seen it, and I'd probably been like, you know what? I'm making a role playing game based off of this world,
Oh,
and this
yeah.
is going to be awesome.
There's actually a tactical RPG that you can get on PlayStation and I think the Switch and a couple other systems. It's like a grid-based, turn-based kind of tactical RPG, and because of they have access to all the lore of that world. It's actually pretty neat.
Yeah,
Not not to mention the Skeksis are terrifying. They are absolutely horrendously terrifying. Yeah, that mm-mm.
and it's funny too. I mean, they're supposed to be. I get
They
it.
are.
They're supposed to be,
Yeah,
but
it definitely will leave a bad taste in your mouth if you watch it as a kid. It's not meant for kids. It is meant to be a dark story. Very I hate using the word Tolkien-esque, but I guess that would be applicable here.
I mean, I guess if you would have made me read Two Towers when I was that age, I probably wouldn't have liked Tolkien either. So
True.
as it
Okay.
is, when I grew up and watched it, I could read the Two Towers, realize that I hated it, and still like Tolkien. Anywho, we're not here to trash Tolkien. We're here to trash Henson. Wait, no, wait, wait.
Well, I think if we're gonna do the podcast justice, we got to talk about the good and the bad. So yeah, I mean, Dark Crystal wasn't great. I don't think it was Henson's fault, but there we are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the one that I didn't like the most was probably Witches. Now, I'm going to
Not that
contradict
movie.
myself here. As as a kid, now Jim Henson he helped with this one. He helped produce this one.
yeah, it was a production, Jim Henson production.
Mhm.
Yes. As a kid, I thought it was great. Like it was scary. It was really cool. I rewatched it as an adult and I was like, what is this? What is this? This is awful. So I kind of ruined it for myself. Like the child nostalgia, I wanted to rewatch it and be like, yay! And I was like, ooh. So, Witches. That's the one that is now the worst for me.
I didn't see that movie until I already was an adult because Tiffany told me that we need to watch this movie. And so we did. And I was like, Tiffany, what is this garbage?
As a younger person, I don't know how old I was when I saw it, but as a younger person watching it, loved it.
Mhm.
I'm not 100% sure I would like it now, and I think the only credit I would give it is Angelica Houston.
Yes. She's still amazing in it.
I mean,
Well, her lines.
she can only be amazing in all the things that she's in.
Truth.
Did you see that piece of trash Steve Zissou in Life Aquatic? She was magical in that movie and made it worth watching. I'm sorry to anybody that loved that movie.
Good to know.
Oh,
Frank,
and
what's yours?
I'm gonna fight you, Steve. That's the only two things that made that. Anyways, go ahead. What?
Henson.
Henson. I'm gonna fight you, Jim Henson.
Ooh, good luck with that.
I'll win. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Yeah.
He
Too
can't
soon.
can't really do anything to defend himself.
Oh no. Sweetums comes out of left field and fucking
Oh,
kills
God.
him.
Close line by Sweetums. Oh God.
You're losing. You're losing.
He fucking graphically eats me because he has a real anatomical mouth now. I don't know what's happening. I wake up in a fever sweat. I've actually got COVID-19. Oh.
Well, going back to the whole eat thing, another fun fact: Jim Henson really liked at the end of his little skits. He liked one of two endings. One, the Muppets blew themselves up or each other, or they ate each other. Like he liked them to either eat each other or blow each other up. Those were his two fun ones.
That explains why you see that a fucking lot then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He loved the explosions and blowing up Muppets.
That explains Crazy Harry as a character altogether.
Yeah. Because he ate explosions. Wait, is that right?
Close enough.
Probably.
Yeah, okay, that works. That checks out.
That checks out.
So if I have to say my least favorite Henson movie,
which you don't have to,
it'll probably be one that I can't remember because it's probably just so just some random Muppet movie that's just so immemorable.
Left field.
But the one I can remember, Muppets Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Oh,
which was really recent.
Yeah.
I mean, which is really, it's really unfortunate because the new Muppet movie I actually really enjoyed. I know for a lot of people it caught a lot of crap. The one with Jason
Walter,
Segel,
the new Muppet,
and Walter and all that. I really liked that movie. I felt like it did the Muppets justice. Sure, some of the voices were wrong because they didn't have some of the original characters and all that good stuff. But you can't have people voicing those characters forever. So I really liked it. And then they did that direct sequel. I mean, if you've seen Muppets Most Wanted, it picks up literally the second that the original movie ends. Not the original, the remake of the Muppet movie ends. And man, it's so bad. They just threw a bunch of celebrities at it, a ton of guest stars. And we're like, this will carry the movie. And it doesn't, unfortunately.
Now, let's go ahead and take that concept and talk about what happens when they do that concept right.
Yeah.
In the new Muppet movie,
mm-hmm.
Which was just called The Muppets.
I believe so.
Mm-hmm. Did it come out in 2017?
2011, and it was just called The Muppets.
Okay, 2011. Wow, was it really that long ago?
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's been 9 years.
They did a great job with that movie.
And then Muppets Most Wanted made it so they haven't made another movie since. So I mean,
yeah.
Wait, what?
They haven't made another Muppet movie since Muppets Most Wanted. At least not that I know of.
That the Muppets Most Wanted came out after the Muppets?
Yeah, it was a direct sequel. Literally the moment the Muppets end, the very first thing you see on Muppets Most Wanted is the end screen from the Muppets.
No. This is okay. All right, I'm caught up now. For some reason, when you said Muppets Most Wanted, I was thinking the Great Muppet Caper.
How dare you?
No, that one was good.
That was great.
I was not a fan of it.
Man.
In fact, I wrote a sternly worded letter to Mr. Henson.
I thought that movie.
Did you write back?
No, his lawyers did, and it was a cease and desist.
Was it in Kermit's ham?
Also, Sweetums clotheslined me. It was horrible.
I mean, you deserved it.
I mean, yeah.
I'm going to give you a Fozzie the Bear line on that one. Shame on you.
Oh, well, then you should have saved that because I really like the Happy Time Murders too, and I'm counting that as a Henson movie.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, well, hey.
Look who did it.
Disney?
Universal Television produced it, but look who the guy in charge was. I'll let you look it up. Go ahead and look it up.
Keyboard.
You're about to deposit poo poo in your pants.
Well, I mean,
watch.
I didn't think it was a terrible movie. Let's see. Happy Time Murders is a 2018 American black comedy mystery crime film directed by Brian Henson.
That's his son.
Yep.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's not a Jim Henson movie, but that's definitely a Henson movie. And there's been worse things done with puppets.
Mm-hmm.
There are.
But there are worse things done with puppets.
Meet the Feebles.
Speaking of which, do you know why Jim Henson called them Muppets?
I don't.
They were part marionette and part puppet.
Ooh, I'm gonna fact check you there. No, it's not. I wrote that. Yeah, no, that's the common thing that people think. He just coined the word Muppet because he said it was just easier than saying a puppet, just Muppet. Oh. But yeah, they're actually no part marionette. There's no strings. Well, there is, but there's.
Yeah, there is.
He said he was a puppeteer, not a marionette worker.
Okay, well, I guess I was wrong.
Little known fact: Big Bird, all marionette. It's weird.
That's a suit.
Check on
All-
that one.
All strings.
I mean, there is a great big string in that suit that ties the two hands together, but that's a suit.
It's hanging from the ceiling. That's yep. Little known
By the
fact.
way, Big
It
Bird,
is little known.
Big Bird, totally a kaiju.
Yes.
Big kaiju.
Yep. I'm
Fight me.
here for it. I'm here for it.
And maybe even Snuffleupagus.
No.
Oh, because he's normal size. I get it. Yeah.
No. He's not even normal size. Well, no, he's a pygmy mammoth, isn't he? Anyways, he is a product of Big Bird's kaiju powers.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
So he's like the Godzuki to the Godzilla kind of thing.
Well, no, Godzuki was real, and don't you ever question his existence again.
I love Godzuki. Gee.
But
Fine.
Snuffleupagus is a projection of the psychic powers of Big Bird.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because he's an imaginary friend. You guys knew that, right?
I mean, I don't want to put you on.
Whoa, hold on. Did you guys
They
know
can
that
see
he's
him.
an imaginary friend?
I mean,
He started out as his imaginary friend, though.
you're saying so it was his imaginary friends and his psychic powers moved him into the physical realm.
Yes.
Okay. Now, but
that was the original story.
Okay, I did not know that.
That was the original official story. Is that Snuffleupagus was his fucking imaginary friend?
I did not know that at all.
I did not. No. Nope.
Wait, no. Now that you say it, hold on. Old memories are dragging themselves back up from the void. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't know if it's actual memories or you saying that is making my brain correct itself and fabricate those memories. But I
have
think
that is part of my kaiju powers.
Oh, that is now manifesting into Rick's imaginary. Oh my god, what is going on? Some Henson shit right here.
Somebody start writing a script. Send this to Brian.
Brad.
So yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what happened was it was basically like a Clark Kent Superman thing. A Snuffleupagus would be there, but then he would disappear before anybody showed up. So everybody just thought it was his imaginary friend. And I think even Big Bird kind of started believing it was his imaginary friend. But then in Follow That Bird, he ended up being able to reveal Snuffleupagus to everybody, and then they were like, "Oh, he's real," but we're going with he manifested him.
Okay.
All right. So while we're on the topic of different puppets, okay, I'm gonna pose this as a two-parter. What is your favorite Jim Henson a puppet? And if it is not a Muppet, then who is your favorite Muppet?
Fuck. Jesus Christ. This is hard. No, seriously, because there's
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Anything that the Jim Henson Company did, as far as I'm concerned, is a Muppet.
Okay.
Right.
So, again, it's not my favorite, but the Beast from Brotherhood of the Wolf is a Muppet.
Okay. All right.
Which you guys haven't seen yet, so I'm not revealing anything, but the Beast is a Muppet. Because they produced it. They did that effect.
Yeah.
Look great though, by the way. I want one. Oh. Go ahead. I think I have to look it up, but I think I have it. Oh.
All right, Tiffany.
My favorite Muppet.
Or any other Jim Henson creation, like for example, I know I differ from Brad here, but I would not consider the goblins from the Labyrinth Muppets.
Well, you're wrong.
But, it's
Hoggle.
Okay. So what do you consider a Muppet versus a puppet? One that's got a little hand thing, and the other one is got a person inside of it.
No, I believe the Muppets. I believe the Muppets to be the characters who appeared on the Muppet Show.
Oh, so you wouldn't even consider Big Bird a Muppet then?
No.
Whoa.
I would say Big Bird's definitely a Muppet.
Wow.
Well, no, Big Bird has appeared on the Muppet Show, so I would say yeah, but
I have never heard anyone be as wrong as you are right now.
I hear you. I know I'm wrong even by Jim Henson's own definition.
No. I want you to be aware. I'm saying this in the current political climate that we are in right now. I have never heard anyone be more wrong than you.
Oh,
come on.
God.
That's
Is that a guild decree? Is that?
Be careful with that. You be careful.
Just saying it's an option. Oh no.
Wait.
I'm ready to spend my guild decree.
Go ahead.
I'm listening.
My guild decree is any Muppet, puppet, special effect that is anthropomorphized in any way. So even if it's like a computer generated model
Oof.
that is done by the Jim Henson company or anybody with the last name Henson, I don't even care if they're related, is a
All right.
Muppet guild decree.
Okay, now
Damn.
by that definition, would the dog that the character rides in
Yes.
Labyrinth, because it's not anthropomorphized.
No. Hold on. You ready? It cannot be a living thing.
Okay. All right.
So the dog, yes, but not in the living double scenes.
Got it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Got it.
I got mine. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The Minotaur from The Storyteller.
I love the storyteller.
Oh my god, I fucking love. Also, Thanatos was great too. Death from the Sisyphus story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, so good.
That is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I will also say that all Muppets are puppets, but not all puppets are Muppets.
Well, no, it has to be created by the Henson Company in order
Exactly.
to do that.
No, well,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. But Muppet is anything Henson.
Yeah, Muppet is a Henson puppet, is what.
Yes.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Yes. My favorite Muppet has got to be, I mean, I love a lot of them, but the one that struck me the most, that I connected to the most, was probably the little worm from Labyrinth.
Oh.
Like, I instantly fell in love with that little guy. Like, I bought the plushie, I got the stickers, I got the patches. Like, I loved the little worm. And I still have an inside joke to my old school buddy with that worm. We still, hello, like, we still do the little worm stuff. The worm.
Did you just say hello?
No, I said hello.
Oh, close enough. My favorite is going to be Pepe the King Prawn, okay?
Oh, nice.
Because he would explain it to you, okay?
I feel kind of bad going outside the box like that, but I really loved that series.
No, I mean, like, that's the
Yeah,
idea
Henson.
where we're trying to talk about it, and like that's the idea, is to come up with those out of the box ideas. I mean, I know I was a little bit more in the box, but like I said, those Muppets had a great big impact on my childhood. I think Luis from the Marvel movies and his explaining things that
Luis
going on.
is not a Muppet.
No, he is not, but he is the Marvel version of Pepe the King Prawn.
Muppetist.
No, okay, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, because, like, fucking Pepe is kind of like the most meta Muppet, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's arguments for Rizzo being pretty meta,
Yeah.
but Pepe is always pretty meta.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. No, that's good.
Because Rizzo is constantly breaking the fourth wall, and he even invites other characters to break the fourth wall.
That's the best. That should be breaking the fifth wall. So when you invite another character to break the fourth wall, you are breaking the fifth wall.
So let's talk about Fraggle Rock. Remember Fraggle Rock? You remember?
Fraggle Rock.
It's coming back.
It is.
It is.
It is. That's exciting.
Yeah. They're bringing the old man back, too, which is going to be very awkward for everybody.
The same guy?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean,
He's still alive?
No, that's what's going to make it weird.
He's a Muppet now.
They made a Muppet out of him.
They stuffed him.
Oh, no.
They took his soul out and put it in the Muppet.
Oh, that's fine. That is him. That's fine. I prefer that.
It is now an unholy vessel.
You know what? I will say, if I die and I had the option to come back and live forever as a Muppet, sure. I can think worse afterlives. I'm just saying.
I'm not. I think I would take non-existence over living forever as a Muppet.
Nope, I'm good. Wow, that's fucking bold.
I would take non-existence over any immortality. I do not want to live
Oh,
forever.
okay. Well, then, yeah,
Period.
you should really throw that caveat in before you throw our boys the Muppets underneath the bus. Like that.
It's not that I wouldn't want to be a Muppet. Being a Muppet, I mean, like, you can ask my wife. I still sing the song "Am I a Man or a Muppet?" all the time.
Tiffany.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Does he sing that song all the time?
all the time.
Okay, he just told me I should ask you though, so I did.
You should. It's true. Can confirm. He
I should
absolutely
ask
does.
you.
Yeah, you should ask me. I'm the one who would know.
All right, Tiffany. Does Rick sing the song all the time?
You mean that one song from the Muppet where they're talking about if they're a man or a Muppet?
And in Muppets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song. Yeah, he sings it all the time.
The weird Muppet puberty allegory.
Yeah, where he even sings it in the mirror to himself.
Wow.
Can confirm.
Does he sing it
Evidence
during,
on TikTok.
does he sing it during special time too?
We're
Like,
not going to go to the next question. We're not here to kink shame, Brian.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm a gatekeeper. No.
Anyway.
My guild decree just fired me.
To clarify, not my kink. Not my.
I am already very Muppet-like in life. As a matter of fact, it's probably why I grow all this face fuzz.
You are a Muppet. You are a Muppet in all but size.
Mm-hmm.
That's debatable.
Okay.
Stop it.
Wow. Now we're making penis jokes. What's wrong with that?
Oh,
wait,
I was talking about like height. Whoa.
Wow. I'm sorry. Wow.
How'd you know we named it Puppet? How'd you know?
I'm not. I can't.
Yep.
I can't. Like, moving on. We're moving on. You guys will never know the point I was trying to make. We're moving on.
Right.
Going back
we were
to
talking about
Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock.
Mhm.
Yes. I've got fun little tidbits about Fraggle Rock. So Fraggle Rock was actually the first HBO original series. Very first one.
Yep, I believe that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was also supposed to teach children about world peace and international understanding. That was the whole concept of Fraggle Rock.
Okay.
Yep. Jim Henson felt like if he could show kids, how all these different types of communities could interact with each other, that they also could get through life understanding and getting along with everybody else.
Wow, you should have never brought that up, because let's talk about that for a little while.
Sure.
The little bastards. The little
Which ones?
bastards. The Fraggles. Because let's face it, that's what they are.
Really,
You know what? Maybe it wasn't about world peace. Maybe it was about tearing down capitalism, because they kept fucking those doozers over.
They did constantly. But that's the international understanding part.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, totally.
And then the ogres. Is that what they were? Were they ogres? We're going with ogres. The ogres always wanted to eat the Fraggles. So how is that even? Also, the different size puppets so that they can go from scene to scene like that.
Mm-hmm.
Great, love that part.
Genius.
Yeah,
Loved it.
but yeah, no one got along in that. Fraggles got along with each other.
Sure. Each different separate group did. Yeah.
Were there separate groups of Fraggles? There were
Well,
separate Fraggles.
Well, yeah, there was the Fraggles, there was the Doozers, and then there was the Edie ones.
Right. Yeah. So the Fraggles didn't get along with the Doozers.
Nope. Well, there were certain episodes where they worked together in some things, but yeah.
And then the Fraggles didn't get along with the ogres.
No.
They got along with the trash heap because they're all pieces of trash. But I love the
there
show.
we go.
I love the show though.
Perhaps.
The dog even hated them.
I loved the dog.
The dog was great.
Perhaps I may be reaching. Perhaps the fact that they all hated each other and yet never went to war was the idea.
Oh.
World peace. Yeah.
How deep. Also, little known fact: the dog from Fraggle Rock went on to star in Labyrinth.
Which scene?
The puppet. They just gave it a little haircut and a dye job, and it was the same dog. Yeah.
Oh, are you sure?
Yep.
Is that really it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Star.
Fact check. Prove me wrong.
I'll get back to you on that one.
I don't know. I don't know about Star. Appeared in, played a character. Maybe
He was in it. Are you talking about Ludo?
No, the dog.
Yeah, good dog. Yeah, Fraggle Rock.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Didn't prove me wrong, so it's true. All right, moving on.
Oh my god. I was not aware of the rules.
Yeah, no, I had the timer checked. If you didn't listen to the other podcast, that's your fault. All right, moving on.
All right. We'll cover that in another podcast.
Man, our viewers hate us.
What viewers?
Yeah, nice. That's gonna be our gimmick. Even if we ever do get a lot of viewers, what viewers? They're gonna be like, "What are we, chopped liver?" And then they're all gonna leave, and then we're not gonna have viewers. Oh wow, I'm just looking too far into this. Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock.
Prove you wrong. Prove you
Right.
wrong. Do we have followers? No.
Right. Also, little known fact. The old man from Fraggle Rock was a bartender in a very little indie movie known as Boondock Saints.
That's the same dude?
Yep. Why don't you make like a tree and get the fuck out? Yep, that was him.
Imagine that, other actors having different roles. That's really cool. That's really cool fact.
What's cool is that he was already an old man in Fraggle Rock, and then like years later, he's like, I'm in Boondock Saints, one of the fucking coolest movies to hit the early 2000s.
Oh, what do you play? An old man?
Yeah, but I have fake Tourette's, and
Oh, that was real by that time.
We're gonna call that movie Tourette's from now on.
The movie Tourette's.
Yeah, because real Tourette's isn't like that. So
no.
Yeah, they never show people who have like tics in movies. It's always the guys who can't stop cussing.
No, it's just not movie friendly, I guess. Whatever. I get it. They need to make money, sure.
Yeah, that's believable.
Yeah, so that was my little tidbit from Fraggle Rock.
All right.
How much do you think you would pay for tickets to see Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem?
Oh my god! Whoa! Wait, are they doing that?
No,
doing that.
No, but that'd be amazing. But like, if you could see Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem, none of the other Muppets are there. It's just Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. How much would you pay for tickets to see that live?
I'd do 30, 40 for floor.
I'd do a cool 60.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't. I would let you go. Mostly. Now I will say it's just they have a tendency to go on for 3 hours on a drum solo.
Well,
so,
yeah.
I mean, what if I got shit to do that day?
I mean, if Buddy Rich started giving you a 3-hour drum solo, you're gonna stand up and leave? Heck no, you're not. You're gonna sit there and Animal went toe to toe with Buddy Rich. Just saying.
Saying. You have fun. I'll be here.
Oh no! What'd be cool is if they did that. If they did that show, and then they had a drum off, and it was Animal versus Dave Grohl.
I think they've done that.
Have they?
I don't know. I'm gonna Google it right now, though.
Cool.
You bet your ass I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
I'd see that. I'd go see that.
They put Animal against famous drummers more than once, so it wouldn't surprise me.
If that hasn't happened, it definitely should. Get on that, Disney.
Right? Yeah, make it happen.
Yeah, Animal versus Dave Grohl drum battle. It was done on ABC. Looks like it was done on one of the talk shows or something like that.
It's funny. It's funny is I probably saw it, and that's why it's just chilling in my subconscious. Mm-hmm. And now there's going to be another part of my subconscious that's going to be like, "Hey, dum dum, you saw that?" And like, "No, I didn't," or I wouldn't.
Just made that up.
That's all in my head.
If anyone does, go ahead and listen to this episode. I'll have a link to the Dave Grohl and Animal drum battle in the description, so you can watch it yourself.
It'll be fun. I'll watch it with you. Well, if that's the case, then we need to get Kermit the Frog on the Dead South. Can you see Kermit the Frog dressed up like them and like with the banjo and everything?
Nope, I can't. Maybe if I'd put enough work into seeing it. Maybe like if I put a bunch of pictures side by side and just like cross my eyes or something like that, I'd be able to see it. But man, that's a visage.
That needs to happen. Hey, someone make it happen. I know the Dead South is all cool and indie right now, and they don't want to sell out to Big Disney, but you should really sell out to Big Disney and make it happen.
Kermit the Frog.
Oh my God. Let's just see if my subconscious made me see something else again. I'm making things up as I go. No, you are not.
Well, like, if you can think of it, it probably exists on the internet, right? Like, there's no such thing as an original thought anymore.
That's true. Yeah, I think all thoughts are just processed memories of other shit now.
There are 0 results on Google Images. So,
make it happen.
Somebody needs to at least create fan art, and then once it exists, they have to make porn of it as well.
Mhm.
So that's a rule of the internet.
I can't believe we just wasted like 10 minutes on that.
I wasted.
My fucking subconscious making me think that I'm original here. Come on, let's move on. Okay, where were we? Fraggle Rock. I think we finished off Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, we talked enough about Fraggle Rock, I think.
Unless you want to give us your favorite character off Fraggle Rock.
No, I don't remember any of them.
No?
The Doozers, which makes me feel bad because I'm not a big capitalist guy, but I felt so bad for them. They were like literally the underdogs.
And they were so cute. But the Fraggle Rock theme song has all their characters' names in the theme song.
I did not know that.
Yeah. They say their names.
I didn't know.
Something Gobo Red.
They went through all the Dozers and they said their names?
No, not the Dozers. The main Fraggles.
So they even forgot to introduce the Dozers.
They did.
What bitches.
But they were in the sequence of the opening theme. They built it all. Uncredited.
Yeah, they're the ones that built the scene.
Didn't they get their own series eventually?
I think it was a cartoon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so. I haven't seen it, but I've seen artwork and stuff from it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the title.
Yeah.
Shameful. Poor guys.
I don't have any other fun facts on Fraggle Rock.
I'm just gonna keep bringing it back to the Muppets. What's your favorite Muppet song?
Oh, what?
Yeah. I just did that.
Well, I'm sticking with Rainbow Connection. I mean,
it's classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the Muppet song.
Yeah. That's actually, I think that's the song that really got me into. And actually, no, that's not the Muppet song. The Muppet song is "It's Time to Meet the Muppets." That's the Muppet song.
Yes.
Jeez,
Okay.
Tiffany, I thought you were a Muppet fan.
I am.
Wow. You know what? I don't even know why she puts up with this. Really, it's mainly Rick teasing her, so I don't get it.
Yep, it's all him. Every time.
Yeah, and you know what? I will have to say that I'm actually kind of torn because the Muppets theme song is fucking brilliant.
Oh yeah, it is.
So good. Again, that's a show that was marketed to adults.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
But still, a lot of kids fucking watched it.
Family friendly.
Yeah,
It's family friendly. Yeah.
Well, it's family friendly, but really, if you look at it back then, that was pretty adult for being on TV.
Oh
70s,
yeah.
80s. Yeah.
They didn't put Stantler and Waldorf in the balcony for the kids.
Right.
No, they didn't. And if you we watched a couple of Henson movies before doing this. Like if you go back and listen to the dialogue as a kid, you don't get some of the jokes. As an adult, you're like, whoa, I got that one. That's funny, Henson. Yeah, they put a lot of those mature adult jokes, little snippets in there for the parents too.
I would say my favorite Muppet song would be Man or Muppet.
Shocker!
With number 2 and 3 coming in as Being Green and Menomina.
Menomina.
Do, 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 do,
Menomina. That's a good one. Man, that's hard because watching Sesame Street, there's 5 songs in every episode. Like,
I mean, there's also,
they do.
what's the big Ernie one? The Rubber
Rubber
Ducky
Ducky.
song. Fucking Rubber
Ducky.
Ducky.
Rubber
I'm
Yeah, that's a good one.
You're
Glad I remember that before.
You make that time oh so fun. Rubber
Aw.
Ducky,
Like I remember my mom singing that to me as a kid. Aw,
Mhm. It's
look at
right
those feels. Yeah. Warm fuzzies.
I knew how to sing Rubber Ducky before I knew how to sing like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Uh-huh. Well, it's more relatable. Like as a little kid, you had a rubber ducky in the bathtub. Gotta sing Rubber Ducky stuff. I think of all the Henson. I mean, I'm immediately leaning toward, of course, more Labyrinth stuff because it is my favorite. But I'm trying to think of like Muppet.
Yeah, you could make a song from the Labyrinth. There's a lot of good music in that movie.
No,
I mean, how could it not be? They
right,
got Bowie.
I mean, the ones I still listen to now is still, Dance Magic Dance and As the World Falls Down. Like, I adore those songs.
You can very quickly put one of them at number 2, but like, which one's the number 1?
As the World Falls Down. Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think my own guild decree is coming back and bite me in the ass on that one. Because I wouldn't have counted that as a Muppet song.
That's your fault.
And that's why I was thinking.
I wouldn't
like,
have
it's not.
No, hold on, though.
Not.
A Muppet didn't sing it.
A Muppet did not sing it.
Oh, well, there you go.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to think of something else.
But Magic Dance was sung by a bunch of Muppets.
But here's the thing, though.
They were chorusy, yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Does that mean Rick's song doesn't count? Because...
Whoa.
Well, hold on.
No, Walter did sing it.
But is he a Muppet?
Walter, first of all, is a Muppet.
Is he?
He's a Muppet of a man.
No, you're thinking of...
or he's a manly Muppet. I'm sorry, he's a manly Muppet.
I forget what Jason Segel's character's name was. He decided he was a man. But Walter decided he is a Muppet and became a permanent member of the Muppets.
Okay.
And even when he was deciding between man and Muppet, the Jason Segel character... I'm just going to keep going. I need to find out what his character's name is.
I got it. The opening theme to The Christmas Carol.
Which
I think that one's going to be my favorite. The Here Comes Mr. Humbug, Here Comes Mr. Scrooge, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, the opening song to A Christmas Carol.
Gary. Gary was Jason Segel's character's name. When Gary was deciding if he was a man or a Muppet, he even had a Muppet version of him singing right next to him during that song. So we got a man and Muppet version of both characters. That is a Muppet song. It's got Muppet in the title. That's a Muppet song.
God forbid
I will die on.
God forbid I pick on Rick on one of these. He'll let me pick on his wife this whole time. But fuck you if you try to say anything bad about me.
No. You can say whatever you want bad about me. You will not badmouth Man or Muppet.
Guild decree. That song doesn't count.
Oh no, you already used yours.
You're done.
Oh, no.
Done.
I wrote that one down. Let's try.
Oh shit. I did like the moment of mild panic I saw in Rick's eyes when I said it though. He's like, oh.
No.
He was like ready to fight it. Then he was like, wait, this motherfucker used his guild decree already. Fuck you.
I would have used the guild decree to cancel a guild decree. We would have guild decree zeroed out, friendo.
Oh man. Oh, that should be another thing. We should make it so that you can't come back from a previous show and use a guild decree to cancel a guild decree from a previous show.
Are we gonna guild decree that one?
I can't.
Okay. You can't use your guild decree to cancel someone else's guild decree. I would say you could come back and cancel your own guild decree.
That works, yes.
If your own opinion changes so much that you want to cancel your own guild decree. But you can't use your guild decree to cancel someone else's guild decree.
You shouldn't have to use your guild decree to cancel your own guild decree either. You should be able to freely change your mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's right in the disclaimer of the show, even those opinions may change from day to day.
Yep.
Okay, well, going back to Brad's, the Rainbow Connection. So I got a fun little fact about that one. So do you remember the original scene of it? Where he's sitting on the log?
If your tidbit is not, Kermit actually played that banjo. I don't want to fucking hear it. Now go ahead.
Well, moving on to the next...
Oh, no!
Dream shattered.
My rainbow just melted.
It deconnected.
Oh.
No, it has nothing to do with the banjo.
Okay.
Okay, so picture the song being sung by Kermit, in his little scene. He's sitting on the big old stick in the middle of the pond.
Oh no.
So we all know Jim Henson was the puppeteer for Kermit.
Right. Yeah.
Do you realize what he had to do
Yeah.
to do
As
this
soon as you said on his little log out in the pond, I realized where this was going. That poor guy.
Snorkel?
Yes. No, not even that. Like they had to build like this bubble thing for him where he was all cramped up.
Oh, he had
his
like a
little hand.
submersible.
Yes, he was in like a submersible bubble with his hand in like a rubber glove going up through Kermit and singing.
Wow.
And the description that they put was he was, all his knees were just in his chest the whole time. Like he was like this little in a fetal position trying to do this puppet the whole time.
And never let it be said
While singing.
die for his art.
Oh, he absolutely would.
Did.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
It was throat cancer, wasn't it?
No, I looked that up too. So it was actually sepsis. He had a bacterial infection
what?
in his throat. Yeah, he had a bacterial infection in his throat.
Okay. But it was
He
his
did-
throat, though.
Yes. He did not get it checked out, and it turned into like ammonia, and he got a toxic shock syndrome from it.
Right.
So if he had
Yeah.
just gone to the doctor instead of making more puppet
Yeah,
stuff.
he didn't want to cancel any of his recordings, and so he passed away,
Unfortunate.
unfortunately. Yeah. So
Mm.
I've got his fun little facts here. So his name, James Maury Henson, is his full name, Jim. He was born September 24th, 1936 in Greenville, Massachusetts. And he passed away May 16th, 1990.
Why
He
did
passed
I
away in
think
New York.
Southern. I thought
He was born there.
Where?
He was Massachusetts.
That's not Southern.
Wait, MS. Yeah, Massachusetts. Yeah. But then he moved to Maryland, and that's where he went to. Wait, MS. Is that Mississippi? Mississippi. That is Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for the
Sorry.
longest time, I thought he was Southern, and that the Massachusetts threw me off. I was like, wow, he's a Massachusetts guy?
Yeah, Mississippi. You're right. My apologies. Yes, Mississippi. And then he moved to Maryland, and that's where he graduated from University of Maryland. And then he moved to New York for production and passed away there in 1990. Yep. He was only 53.
We could have
He's
had so
young.
much more Henson.
Oh yeah. The thing he was working on before he passed away was Muppet High.
Oh,
That was-
what?
Yeah, there
That-
was going to be like a high school adaptation to it.
What?
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Gonzo as a high schooler?
Mhm. He also had 5 children, Brian being one of them. I didn't write down the other kids' names, but Brian. Brian basically took over his legacy. I know he had, I think, 3
Wasn't it-
boys and 2 girls.
Wasn't it Brian? And then didn't the kid, like the baby who was in the labyrinth, like grow up and end up doing something with the Henson Company?
Yes. I'm pretty sure the baby was part of the crew's, like it was one of the crew's kids. And then the kid grew up to help do the second part of The Dark Crystal, the Netflix adaptation.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's all coming back around. And I'm pretty sure the kid's name was Toby. Pretty sure that's his actual name. Yeah.
Toby Proud.
Like his actual name's Toby, yeah.
So here's a little thing that I found as I was looking through Google about that whole Dave Grohl versus Animal
yeah.
thing.
Wow, you're still on that?
Yeah.
We
So
moved on.
there was another
Gone through Fraggle Rock.
there was a thing where he actually played a version of Animal called Animal, and it was actually played by Dave Grohl.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well, that's cool.
that's a little tidbit there. Just couldn't stop myself.
No, tidbits are fun. Okay. Who would you consider is the most famous Muppet?
Kermit.
Mm-hmm. That's everybody's go-to.
What was
Is
the
Kermit.
question?
Like,
Who would be
Who-
more
who
famous
would
than Kermit?
who would you consider the most famous Muppet?
Oh. Well, I mean, no, Big Bird, too.
Mm-hmm.
You're also, Rick's stuck on the whole nothing's a Muppet unless it's on the Muppets.
I mean, like the frog. I don't
If
know.
you Google Muppet characters, the first thing that comes up is Kermit the Frog.
Sure.
Just
Well,
saying.
Kermit became the face of the Jim Henson, legacy. Like that was him.
Yeah.
However, Kermit is the most famous that people recognize. However, he was not the first nationally famous Muppet. Ralph the dog was.
You didn't ask which one's the first national famous. You asked which one's the most famous currently. That was your question.
You would still have said Kermit. Your answer would have been the same.
You don't know that. You
Yes,
don't
I do.
know that. The question you asked was who's the most famous Muppet.
Which now looking up like Rick told me, Muppet characters. In this list, Rolf isn't even on.
He's at the end.
No, he isn't.
Yes,
not
he
in
is.
this list. Not in this list I'm looking at right here.
I googled Muppet
It's not.
characters.
Hold on. It's not an official list. It's like where they go to the Muppet Show and you hit characters and it shows you the characters. He's not even on the fucking list. He's
Okay. I just googled
who the hell is Annie Sue Pig?
Oh, you're not looking at the Muppet Show. You're looking at the Muppet sitcom on ABC. I understand it. They also called it the Muppet Show.
No, that's fine. I'm just telling you. It says the Muppet Show 1976 comedy 5. I'm just telling you what Google's telling me.
If you just Google Muppets characters, then like at the very top there'll be a little Google list of Muppets characters, and you got to go pretty far to get to Rolf, but he is on there.
Right, and I'm only looking at like the first like 12 entries.
Yeah.
So,
well, a little bit of Ralph's history here, and the reason why he became nationally famous.
Rolf, not Ralph.
Said.
You said Ralph.
So Rolf.
There's no, not an A. Put some respect on his name.
Rolf. He was originally created for a Purina dog chow commercial. And then in 1963, he was added to the cast of the Jimmy Dean Show and became an instant hit.
Huh.
In fact, I read that in the very first week alone, he received over 2,000 pieces of fan mail. Just him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Right, God, wasn't it?
Dude. Rolf was Bill Beretta.
Bill Beretta. God, sorry, Bill Beretta. My bad.
Who also did the Swedish Chef.
Burger. Yeah, he's the one.
Still not sure if that's racist.
Yeah, I actually was going to bring that up. I was like, do we want to open the can of worms about whether or not the Swedish Chef was racist?
Yeah, I didn't know that would be implying that Swede is a race. And it is.
We don't want to do that now, do we? Imply that. Ooh, Disney. All right.
No, I'm sorry. Rolf was originally voiced by Jim Henson and then later voiced by Bill Beretta.
Either way, I feel like Jim has voiced all his puppets at least once. So.
But that being said, when I say later voiced by Bill Beretta, it was voiced by Bill Beretta starting in 1996. So like from 62 to 1990, it was Jim Henson. So I mean, like,
so it was a Jim Henson character, and someone took over for him.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. If you could have a science class taught by Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, Bill Nye the Science Guy, who would you rather have your science?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Wow, that was
Bill Nye, definitely. I feel like I would learn something.
Oh wow.
Well, that and I might survive it.
Right.
Well, he never put anybody in danger except Beaker.
Going back to the whole explosion thing, I'm gonna go with Bill Nye. I'm either gonna get exploded or eaten by a Muppet, so we're gonna go with Bill Nye.
All right. Mm-hmm. Who's the best Muppet villain?
Tim Curry.
I agree, Tim Curry. Now, are we going with who is an actual Muppet?
Yeah, I figured that's what he was talking about.
But you have wait. You haven't even seen Muppet Treasure Island unless you're talking about from a different movie.
It's Tim Curry.
Right. It's Tim Curry. Michael Caine.
My cocaine.
No, it's my cocaine.
My cocaine.
No, it's my cocaine. Wait.
My cocaine.
Oh my God. Stop it.
Your cocaine.
Fine, it's your cocaine.
Fine. Rabber.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time thinking of. You know what?
Muppet
No, you know what? No, I got it. The Count.
Is he a villain?
You know he killed people.
Or
he didn't get blood from numbers, honey.
what about Muppets? He killed Muppets.
Oh, because that makes it better. What a fucking racist.
What if he was like a Louis type vampire who only drank from like non-sentient animals and blood bags?
So Muppets.
So like
I said
Muppet Rat?
non-sentient.
So like Muppet Rats.
Not Muppet rats, just
Rizzo?
regular old rats. They both exist. We don't know.
No, I don't know. Are there Muppet villains?
Oh yeah, I mean they're
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
bad guys in all the movies. Constantine.
Oh yeah, Constantine.
Yeah.
I mean, despite that movie, he actually was a pretty good villain. Just grumble.
Yes.
I'm not validating that movie is good because it's not. I'm saying the villain in it is.
But thinking about it though, in all the like Muppet movies I can think of, the villain is always like a human.
Yeah, I mean he's got lackeys that are Muppets.
Yeah. Like it was
There's no.
the Vulture.
Mhm.
He's probably my favorite, and he's probably a villain. Wait, Sam the Eagle's pretty close to a villain. I'll take him.
It depends
He's
on
villain-esque. Yeah.
He's as villain as they'll let their Muppets get.
What about Uncle Deadly though?
Not 100% sure who that is.
He's like a blue dragon-esque character.
Oh no, that's the Vulture I was talking about. That's
Yeah.
sorry. I thought for some reason I had it stuck in my head he was a Vulture.
Yeah, there's Uncle Deadly. I mean, like he's not really like a lot of times like they have characters who play a villain for like a skit or something like that. But like the actual stories, like a skit in the Muppet Show, but like in the actual stories, no, they're not villains.
Sketskis.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, there it is.
Yeah, right on the head there. That was it.
Boom.
Yeah. That. Ah.
And hell, that one Skeksis was the worst out of them all, so we could just name him.
Oh yeah.
Chamberlain? Was it Chamberlain? Yeah.
Mm.
Ah! Stop it.
Never.
They're awful. Ugh.
Oscar the Grouch, maybe?
He could possibly.
No, he's just a.
But again, we're looking at like the most villain that they will let their Muppet get.
Yeah. Yeah, but he also gets to be the hero in his own movie.
I know,
True.
but again,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And when you're right, you're right.
But Sesame Street is so
I
wholesome.
think,
Like there's.
like the most villainous character from like your standard Muppet cast is probably Miss Piggy.
Can you consider her a villain?
again, the most villain that we're going to get.
She's a spotlight stealer. She's abusive, both physically and emotionally.
And you know she broke Kermit's hips at some point.
Yeah, she does not care about consent. Like she will take whatever she wants from Kermit with or without consent.
It's like I'm not even size shaming at this point. She's a pig. He's a frog. Something broke.
He could be a bullfrog. Ha.
Wow.
Maybe.
This podcast's over.
But no, like Miss Piggy was not a good person.
No.
No, she's not.
Really,
No,
you could
she's
stop it.
not.
You could stop it at she didn't care about consent and she was physically abusive. Now, it could be argued that
vain.
they are cartoony, and in cartoony, it's but she's physically abusive.
And verbally.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh God, yeah, emotionally.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'd like to think that Gonzo was always very consent-minded when it came to the chickens, but I can't prove that.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
He did love him some chickens.
And he also eventually settled down and became a one-chicken man.
Yes, he did. Yep.
Him and Camilla had a beautiful relationship.
Yep.
What's that supposed to be? What's that? Yep. That was.
That I'm just saying that happened.
Are you shaming?
Not at all.
Because
Not
we don't
shaming.
stand for that. We don't stand for that here.
That yep sounded a little shamey.
It's not shamey. It's more of a
Hold on.
I'm acknowledging that that has happened.
Hold on. Guild Masters need to confer. All right, do you think she was shaming?
You know, I'm out of fun facts anyway. So you know what? I'm just gonna. Well, that's not true. I got like 3 left.
I was really disappointed that when they did come out with the new Muppets movie that they just cut out Rizzo. Like Rizzo was not in the Muppets at all, and like they cut out Robin. I wasn't too upset about cutting out Robin. I mean, like
Robin was a better character in Muppet Babies, anyways.
right? Was he in Muppet Babies?
He was a tadpole.
Oh yeah. Okay. But yeah, the fact that they cut out Rizzo, I mean, like Rizzo, in my opinion, is an integral Muppets character, and you know, like his fifth wall breaking is one of my favorite part of the Muppets, and the fact that he wasn't in the Muppets at all. They even addressed that in Muppets Most Wanted. Like, they came out and they were like, they talked about Walter being the new Muppet, and they were like, yeah, you're important, even though they brought you in and cut out integral Muppet characters and then cut to Rizzo and Robin. But like, that's all they get is like one little line in like the second movie, and it wasn't even that good. So
It was at the end.
yeah.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah, Rizzo's definitely one of my favorites. I do love me some Rizzo.
What do you say we do 30 solid minutes of Muppet karaoke?
Yep, you know what? You go ahead and you start.
Oh no, I'm not starting. I will definitely finish. I will anchor it, but I am not starting.
Well, then guess what's not happening?
Because it always happens whenever I suggest karaoke anytime. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go first, and then no one else goes.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's how it works.
Mm-mm. Yeah. You're the only one who likes karaoke, is what I got from that.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Nothing wrong with karaoke, but I hate it.
Same.
No, wait, I will say this. I hate performing in it. I like watching people perform karaoke. It's just,
Sure.
no thank you.
No, that's fair.
Mm-mm. And I've seen you enough times doing karaoke that I'm good, dear. I'm good. Thanks.
Okay, what
No, she's just saying she hates your karaoke.
That's not what I said.
She's totally what she's saying. I'm choosing to move past it. What non-Muppet movie would you like to watch with Statler and Waldorf?
Interesting. Any movie whatsoever?
Any movie. Well, any non-Muppet movie. So you can't like be like, oh, I want to watch The Labyrinth, or you know.
Yeah. Huh. Trying to think of like a super serious movie that they could just destroy, and that would be great.
The Matrix. That's what I'm
be
choosing.
great.
I'm choosing The Matrix. I would love to see Statler and Waldorf tear apart The Matrix.
Maybe a musical? Like if I could watch the Phantom of the Opera with them? Maybe? No? That's something super serious.
Monos, Hands of Fate.
Oh, so you're just trying to go straight up like
Oh yeah,
like
I want to see them do an MST3K one.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're basically trying to go MST3K with Statler and Waldorf.
Grumpy old men.
I changed my vote.
I want to see them just go at it.
That's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Well, here's another little fun fact. Jim Henson helped to direct or produce or was just a part of over 30 TV shows, commercials, and films in his lifetime. I feel like that's a low number, but we'll know. If you think about it, like Sesame Street went on for years, so that's considered as one.
Yeah.
But over 30 of them, which is
that's
awesome.
impressive for his kind of short life.
Mm-hmm. So he was actually, of course, we all know he's got a star. He's got a star in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
But his is kind of special. He was put in as Jim Henson and Kermit.
Oh.
And there's only 2 or 3 other celebrities that have that.
It's also made out of felt.
Made out of what?
Felt.
Sure. Anyway.
Why is not?
We know.
Everybody knows. Everybody.
They know. They're aware.
Except
But there was
one
only a
guy.
couple.
And we know who you are, one guy.
That's why
There's
we're
one guy.
telling you.
Right.
There was only a couple other celebrities that also have that type of star. And that's like Mike Myers, and he was also himself as Shrek. And then I forget the celebrity that does Bugs Bunny. But Bugs Bunny was another one of them. And then the character who voices him.
Oh, Mel Blanc.
Yes, he's got his own star, and so does Bugs Bunny.
To be fair, they've probably done Mel Blanc and then like 18 other names on that one star.
Right. But Bugs Bunny is his most famous. And then there was one other, and I can't remember who it was.
You didn't write it down?
Duh. Disney with Mickey Mouse. Duh.
Oh yeah.
Walt Disney and Mickey.
Yep. So yeah, only four people have themselves as a star, and then their character.
That's cool though.
All very deserving entries, though.
Now,
Very impactful.
to be fair, they took Jim Henson's star and stuck it underneath Walt Disney's.
It's like a little pop up. You just lift it up. It's like right there.
Did they do the same thing to Stan Lee?
Yeah, yeah. You just go up
and
and it
Lucas.
raises up, and you can see all the stars underneath it.
It's like here's Lucas and here's Stanley and
Now Henson, yep.
Sad.
Is where you see it.
yeah, that was the saddest ever epic rap battle of history. If you've ever watched that, you had
It was. You know what
Stanley.
though? It was sad, but it was fucking epic.
Oh yeah, they did both Stanley and Jim Henson justice, but like the fact that they brought in Disney at the end and really hit you with the reality of it.
And you know what's fucked up too? Is Disney just bought their channel.
No,
Oh no!
you're making that up.
I'm fairly certain they did. Google me.
I never know with you.
I know. I'm tricky, aren't I?
ERB.
I can't remember the name of their original channel. I think it was Epic Rap Battle. No,
And Nice Peter.
it was Nice Peter. That's what it was. You could just do Did Disney buy Nice Peter?
Nice Peter owned by Disney.
Okay, no. They're buying Maker Studios.
Disney has Nice Peter.
Maker Studios is behind Epic Rap Battles of History, PewDiePie, and things like that. But Epic Rap Battles of History has since left Maker Studios, so I don't think Disney gets Epic Rap Battles of History for Maker Studios anymore. With Maker Studios anymore. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
You know what all this sounds like? I haven't been proved wrong. So, boom.
But they did buy Maker Studios, which I mean,
Right.
like unless Nice Peter had the legal foresight to separate themselves from Maker Studios, yeah, they're owned now.
You guys want to hear a quote? Want to hear a quote from Jim Henson himself?
Not really.
All right, cool. I'll just
I'm
put that
kidding.
down.
Oh my god.
No, that has to be true.
I mean, no. I don't want to. Rick made me say it this time.
Hold on, no, I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Okay.
Before we leave this Maker Studios thing, I'm saying it has to be true because the Maker Studios deal went through in 2014. The Epic Rap Battle of History between Stanley and Jim Henson came out in 2015, and at the end, Walt Disney says, as a matter of fact, I own this whole series. So he says, I'm owning this battle. As a matter of fact, I own this whole series. So, like, I thought it was just a joke saying that he owned everything, but they were actually referencing the fact that they were bought by Disney. So, yes, you have been not only not been proved wrong, you've been proved correct, sir.
Ow! Ow! We can just edit that out.
Does it get hurt to get proved correct?
Yep.
Is that what happened? I'm sorry. I'll try
It
not to do that anymore.
Doesn't happen often, so it when it enters my body, it's eye popping.
So you had another fun fact, Tiffany?
I've got a fun little quote, in fact, yes. So straight from Mr. Henson himself. When I was young, my ambition was to be one of the people who made a difference in this world. My hope is to leave the world a little better for having been there. Oh,
Talk about
certainly did.
achieving your goals.
Mm-hmm. Definitely left the world a little better. Loved it. And like, imagine a world without Jim Henson. Like all the stuff that we watched as a kid, all the lessons that we've learned from Sesame Street. Like he basically molded most of our childhood. Heck,
Yeah.
he's molding now my child's childhood. Like she
Oh, yeah.
watches all
That's
that stuff
true.
now too. Yeah.
She started
she'll watch
watching
that.
Muppet Babies too. It's the new one.
She
But
did.
like she saw Muppet Babies on Disney Plus and she said, I want that. And I was like, you've never seen it before, but you pointed at it, so hey, we're gonna watch it. And she
Mhm.
likes it.
Oh yeah. Like it's a legacy. So our world without Jim Henson is very different.
Mm-hmm.
Very different. And of course, one of my last little fun facts is about Labyrinth, but we circle back around to it. We totally can. It's not my favorite or anything.
Let's talk about Labyrinth a little bit. Why not? I mean, how many teenagers
Times have I seen the movie? A lot.
how many teenagers had their sexual awakening because of David Bowie's bulge in that movie alone?
All
No,
of them.
no. Mine was from a different movie, just as glittery, but it wasn't that movie.
Mine was Casper.
Mine was Legend.
Ooh, another Tim Curry. Like it.
But that ballroom scene when she put on that black dress, done.
Ah, beautiful.
Fucking
Yes.
done.
I don't remember mine.
It sounds creepy to say as an adult, but to be fair, at the time, I must have been like
No, you're fine. Christina
11 or 12.
Christina Ricci's older than you, so.
Yeah. But Christina Ricci in that dress in that movie, I was my first real crush. So
Mine was either Titanic or Interview with the Vampire. One of the two. It was either Leonardo DiCaprio or
Both
Tom
of those
Cruise.
make sense.
Yeah. Either one of those two.
It wasn't David Bowie's bulge in the labyrinth.
Well, no, because I told you I didn't see that
Yeah.
until high school.
Well,
I mean, it
don't relate.
escalated it. But it definitely helped. But it was not my awakening, no. I wish it was.
his bulge should have got its own credit in the credits.
It should have. Oh.
Like that thing was featured.
Maybe it was a Muppet.
Oh God! It was not a Muppet. We've already made the definition of Muppet very broad. We're not adding in David Bowie's member.
Wow. You say very broad, like we just fucking took every puppet in the world and threw it in the Muppet category.
I didn't say extremely broad. Just,
Tiffany, you have a guild decree too, so if you want to throw the rest of the puppets in there.
I will stop recording right now, and this will never see the light of day.
Oh shit! That's his guild decree. Guild decree. This podcast episode is canceled.
My debut, and you cancel me.
Right.
Fuck you, Rick. But no, my little fun fact. All right, so Labyrinth. So nowadays it's considered a cult classic. Like, it's an amazing movie. However, Labyrinth was considered a commercial disappointment when it first came out, despite positive reviews. Like, the New York Times said it was a fabulous movie, like it was great. However, it didn't do so well.
Yeah, commercial disappointment doesn't have anything to do with reviews. That's all about how much money it makes.
And it kind of was a flop. So
I imagine, I'm just pulling stuff out of the air here, but I imagine that movie probably had a pretty big budget. In order to be commercially successful, they probably had a pretty big number to overcome to begin with.
Yeah, they hired David Bowie. And David Bowie did a lot of those songs. Like, he wrote those songs, and he did all that.
Yeah.
But to quote Brian, Jim's son, he described this time as the closest I've seen him, his dad, to turning in on himself and getting quite depressed. So that really hit Henson hard when that flopped. In fact, that whole movie Henson produced. Like, he had no help on that. He did that all on his own. So that's.
I would have to. I know I'm not I'm not a huge creator. I think we're all artists in our own way, but I'm not a huge creator. But I know that when I do make something and I put so much fucking work into it, and it doesn't go anywhere, like it doesn't get the reaction that I want, it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts. And I can only imagine how much fucking work he put into that, him and Brian Froud. I can only imagine, because, it wasn't even necessarily Jim Henson taking his ideas. Oh, wait, was it Jim Henson at that point? Yeah, it was Jim Henson. It wasn't even Jim Henson's style. Jim Henson was making puppets based off of someone else's style, and he fucking captured it perfectly.
Yeah, that was his. Labyrinth was one of his branchings out. Like, he was trying to get away from the kiddie stuff. He wanted to actually go toward the adult and like make more content for adults and go a different route. And that hurt him bad. So I think I might use my guild decree here.
Oh shit!
Actually.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I think on behalf of Mr. Henson, I'm going to say that Labyrinth was one of the best movies he's ever created.
All right.
Okay.
That's a guild decree. Best movie he's ever created. Wait, one of or the best?
I'm going to go with the best, because that was all him.
See, if you're going to use a guild decree, you gotta go.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
It
was all him.
All in.
Oh my god, you're so sharp. Sorry, I was proved right again.
Yeah, that is my guild decree. Labyrinth is the best movie that Jim Henson has ever created because it was all him. He put everything into that. All him. Guild decree.
Very, very good decree, darling.
Thank you. I'm also a little biased. It's my favorite.
Fair, you know. I mean, what's to say what a best movie is other than someone's opinion anyway? I mean, like you could say something is like the highest grossing, or you could say something has had the most ticket sales, or something is the best reviewed. But like, you know, best comes from a personal opinion, and I think that's what the Guild decrees are all about. So
That, and I feel like he would appreciate that. Like the movie that flopped is someone's favorite, and if it's a lot of people's favorites. Like there's a huge following for Labyrinth, huge, to cosplays, to renditions, to not animes but fanfics, everything like that. There's the Labyrinth is huge.
one of our friends had
Nowadays.
songs from the Labyrinth as their like wedding dance.
Their wedding song.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's beautiful.
Wow.
So I think he
You
would
know what?
appreciate that.
Man, I don't even think, just thinking about it, I don't think that I would. We're using this guild decree because we need the fans to know this is real. But you know what? I mean, it wasn't even. I didn't even pick it as my favorite fucking Muppet movie, but it is really a work of art.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, the practical effects in it are amazing. The even for the time, the what are they called? What were they called then? Not computer effects, but even the computer effects were really good.
Mm-hmm.
The green screen and everything. Yeah.
It's really well done. It's not like, okay, so a lot of movies from that time when they use green screen and like they use computer generated sets and things like that, like you can really tell, like it really looks hokey. And like, I don't think you can. I mean, like if it looks fake at all, it's because it looks like it's straight out of a storybook. And like, that's what it's supposed to look like. That's what they were going for.
Yep. Absolutely.
I mean, if someone tried to make that movie today, I don't think it would look as good as it did then. Like, I don't think someone could pull off the effects the way that he did and make it look as good. It's like, when people talk about Jurassic Park and like, the effects they pulled off with Jurassic Park.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, thinking about that. Okay, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Look it up. Did Jim Henson have anything to do with Jurassic Park?
I will type it in right now. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But
no.
I'm pretty sure that was all Spielberg.
Yeah. Not to say he wasn't friends with Spielberg.
Yeah,
he may have been consulted for just a moment.
Yeah. He might have done the voice on the.
He was the T-Rex. He was the
clever girl. They also in the Labyrinth, the puppets or the Muppets that are in that are uniquely the Labyrinth. Same with like Dark Crystal. They are uniquely in that movie alone. Like, how Kermit and Piggy, they go to other movies and they do cameos and they star in pretty much all the same stuff, or they tell a different story. Labyrinth and Dark Crystal have their own unique characters specifically to those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't go into other things. So that also is amazing in itself there. Like he created a whole world and characters just for that world.
Okay, so Jim Henson did not have anything to do with Jurassic Park.
Nope.
However, in the original novel, the Muppets were mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim Henson and the Muppet Show did several Jurassic Park parodies.
I can see that.
So they both obviously appreciated each other's work. But no, he did not have anything to do with Jurassic Park. But my only point was, if they've made Jurassic Park movies today, you look at Jurassic World, it doesn't look better. Like the effects don't look better than Jurassic Park. And like if someone were to try to remake The Labyrinth today, it wouldn't look better than Labyrinth.
True. Very true.
Jim Henson also had the only fictional characters to ever feature on Saturday Night Live.
I knew he was on SNL. Well, I knew his characters were on SNL. Are they the only
ones to ever like host? Like, they've had the Sesame Street characters host SNL. They've had the Muppets host SNL. They're the only fictional characters to ever host SNL.
Huh. Yeah. Like that's how much of an impact they had.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I do remember reading when Jim Henson first piloted The Muppet Show back in 76, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. he went to different people in U.S. and they all denied him. Everyone in the U.S. was like, no. So the Muppet Show finally got produced in England. Like England was the one who was like, yes, we want this.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So the U.S. denied every single script that he put out.
What?
But the U.K. was like, yeah, we want this. And then he finally adapted it over. So the first Muppet Show stuff was produced over in England, over in the UK.
Huh. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was because of that, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
U.S. denied all of it.
Fuck America. Well, I mean, whoa, wait a minute. Wait. That is not an official guild stance.
No, not at all.
Oh, someone's knocking at the door. I think I just got swatted. Hold on.
It wouldn't be a gentle knock.
No, it would not. There would not be a knock.
Can you imagine that shit? the fucking SWAT. Oh, hold on. Let me go fucking open it up and they just burst in. There's like a fucking flashbang flying through the fucking window.
That was consent. Considered consent.
Right. As soon as he opens up the door, we don't need a warrant anymore.
Oh. Oh man, that would make great great video right there.
I know. I have the whole thing captured.
you would just see Brad going back and forth on the screen like a Muppet, like just flailing. It'd be great. Shields and stuff just flying in the background.
Comes up with like a nightstick, just.
Can we just have official guild Muppets? Just make Muppets out of all of us.
I would love that. Oh, that's perfect.
So there was a question posed on Facebook not that long ago that if you could have any movie where every character except for one was replaced by a Muppet, and you could remake that movie with all Muppets except for one character, what would be that movie and who would be that one character?
I remember you asking me this, but I don't remember what my answer was.
That kind of came all at once.
Okay, so if you were to remake a movie, every character in that movie except for one would be replaced by a Muppet. So you would have basically a Labyrinth situation where you only have like one human. Of course, Labyrinth had a couple, but you would only have like one human, and the rest of it would all be Muppets. What would be the movie, and what would be the one character who wouldn't get replaced?
What was my answer to that? I don't remember.
I know. I think I've heard that question before, and I had something ready to fucking go, and it was like, this is fucking perfect.
And now put you on the spot while it's being recorded, so you know.
Harry Potter.
That was one of mine too.
House.
And I said Snape. I said Snape would not be replaced.
Yeah, that is what you said.
That's fucked up. That is fucked up. But you're right.
A bunch of puppets and Alan Rickman. I would watch that.
But I mean,
I'm pretty sure I have a second one.
Can you imagine just poor Snape having to deal with all of them?
Yes, that's why it would be amazing.
You know what this implies? That when Snape was younger, he wanted to fuck a Muppet.
Who didn't?
That's a lot of Muppet movies, though. That's a lot of Muppet movies. I mean, like a lot of.
I don't believe you, Brad.
A lot of humans are in the.
I'm just saying it'd be like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Oh.
What, you can fit your whole forearm up there.
It depends on the Muppet.
Okay, what was your favorite character again, Rick?
My favorite Muppet?
Yeah.
Pepe.
All right, I'll date him.
He's taking your man.
Oh, man.
I had another one. What was it?
Guild Train.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That wasn't even my first guess either. I don't even know what mine would be. Ooh. Avengers Endgame. Ant-Man is the only human.
Oh my gosh.
Die Hard, once again, Alan Rickman.
What a dick! What did Alan Rickman ever do to you people?
Jeez.
That would be great! I just want to see Alan Rickman and a bunch of puppets.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue that.
Not that he doesn't make a good puppet, but Yeah, he makes a good anti-puppet.
Can I say the movie Avatar: The Last Airbender only because it would probably make the movie better?
Oh, absolutely. That's the
Yeah.
idea. You're making the movie
No,
better.
no,
Anything.
No.
Anything to make that movie better.
You're right. And it's not even like, oh, it'll make it better because it's funnier. No, it might actually legit make it a good movie at that point. Who knows?
Goodish.
So who would be the one character though? Who would be the one character who remains human?
Can I
Ooh, none.
can I say no one? No.
And let Jim Henson produce it, please.
I can't think of a single damn person I would let stay.
Was there an Iroh in that movie?
Yeah, but he wasn't very Iroh-y in it.
Meh.
Yeah, but it was also, granted, they were no, it wasn't even first season. Yeah, it was first season Iroh technically.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Iroh was Iroh, but he wasn't the Uncle Iroh that he was Iroh, but he wasn't Uncle Iroh yet.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I thought of my second one. The other one, Star Wars, but oh my god, I just lost his name.
Oh no,
Samuel L. Jackson's character.
that was my original one was Star Wars New Hope, except Luke Skywalker is Luke Skywalker.
Okay, that would work too.
That was mine.
But
I like yours
such
too.
a good voice actor. He doesn't get to voice a puppet.
No.
Oh, that's
He wasn't a voice actor at that time. If we remade it right now, then yes. But then who would be the human? Chewbacca.
I like it.
I mean, Chewbacca's kind of already a Muppet.
No. He'd be a human. He'd just be a tall dude.
Yes.
I'll understand everything he says.
And he just wears a bandolier.
This is a very different movie.
Hand me your crossbow. Oh no.
That's not your crossbow.
That's weird. It's still sheathed.
You gotta protect it.
That's a very different movie.
Gotta keep it sheathed.
And then Tiffany, which episode are you replacing everyone except Samuel L? Everyone except Mace Windu.
Every single prequel.
All of it.
Sorry.
Yeah, every single thing with him in it.
Just doing all three.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to override you there, but I couldn't let you say
That's good.
anything but that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I agree. I like it.
I kind of want to see, as much as I love Obi-Wan, I think I'd love to see him as a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
Hello
He
there.
can still voice it. Hello there.
That is a Muppet line. Let me tell you. Hello there.
I would say a lot of Obi-Wan's lines in the prequels are Muppet lines.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, really, that was a Muppet movie. Let's just face it. It's a Muppet movie without the fucking Muppets.
Oh.
General Grievous came in and was like, "Hey, I'm a Muppet." And it's like, "Oh no, these aren't Muppets." Yeah, I am. No.
How about
General Grievous should have been voiced by Tom Hardy's Bane.
Oh my god!
Why?
Why would you do that?
Why?
Some people just want to watch the world burn. You're right. Tell me I'm wrong.
I will take your lightsaber, then you have my permission to die.
All right, we can Muppetize it.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and you can keep Beetlebrox, and everybody else gets replaced by Muppets. Strangely, I'm actually replacing Alan Rickman with a Muppet in that one.
Yeah, because he has the robot voice.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's Alan Rickman. It's not
just
the robot.
Alan Rickman.
Yeah, it's Alan Rickman.
Actually, Alan Rickman.
Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, the Jim Henson Company did make that robot.
Oh, yeah. I guess I gotta Google it now. I want a timer to prove you wrong.
I was just thinking that I think Henson did have something to do with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, like something with that production. Like I remember reading something about that.
Look, even a clock's right 2 times a day. A broken clock is right 2 times a day.
You only get 2. You only get 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Google it.
You googly.
You Google.
No, watch. He made the whale. It was.
It's just the whale.
Well, I'm telling. He made they did that fucking the Beast in Brotherhood of the Wolf, and it was only in there for like a couple scenes, and it was like, really? You tapped the Jim Henson Company for this? Okay.
Okay, not only did they do Alan Rickman's robot suit, of course, Alan Rickman wasn't in it, but it was a robot suit. So that robot was created by the Jim Henson Company. There's also the scene where they all turn into puppets for a moment, like they're all made out of yarn for a moment. And that was also done by Jim Henson's Creature Shop.
Did they do the robot?
Yes, they did.
Yes.
They did the robot and the puppet scene, the one where they all turned into puppets.
Yeah, I remember reading that. Yeah, he does a lot. The Creature Shop has got a lot of vines everywhere. Like they tap into a lot of different things.
I'm fairly certain
they may have been responsible for a lot of Star Wars stuff other than Yoda. Like I think they may be responsible for BB-8 at this point.
I mean, Frank Oz was a very close friend with Henson, so that would not surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
And even Lucas, like George Lucas, was a friend of Henson's. I actually remember. I don't remember what movie it was that was in production around the same time, but I remember reading that Lucas sent over Darth Vader, like the person who was dressed as Darth Vader, to give Henson a congratulations card on the set when they got done filming. Like I read that somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not, but I believe it.
No, I don't think. Okay, so I just double checked, and they were not responsible for BB-8. That was just the Lucas's Industrial Light and Magic or whatever his company is called. But still, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me either way.
Yeah, definitely not.
Still responsible for Yoda.
Yes, he helped with the creation and articulation of Yoda, definitely. And you can kind of see it.
Yeah,
you can see the Henson touch on that one.
He probably did. Had something. What was that? Some of the creatures in Jabba's palace too. If I had to take a guess.
Like the creatures with the feather hair, and that looks like a Henson.
Those look very Henson-esque.
Mm-hmm.
That just goes to show you, like, you think of somebody for one thing, but then if you really look at their entire catalog and everything they're responsible for, especially somebody as phenomenal as Jim Henson, I mean, like, just look at everything that he's touched. I mean, including, the lives of children and children of all ages. I'm not even going to say children and adults. Children of all ages all around the world.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they were really the driving force behind PBS there for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
And PBS, I mean, hell, PBS was the thing that got me through my childhood.
Oh, yeah.
Us too.
So, so if it wasn't for Sesame Street, we wouldn't have had Reading Rainbow, and we probably wouldn't have had Mr. Rogers, and we probably wouldn't have had fucking...
Bill Nye. Going back to that one. I remember watching Bill Nye as a kid.
Yeah, he was PBS. I went back, for me, it was Bob Ross and stuff like that. I had Mr. Wizard on Nickelodeon.
But even everything that he's inspired since when he was alive and after his death, like Jim Henson is still very much alive. Like his legacy is still going. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that they're still consulting the Creature Shop with Star Wars and everything like that. And I'm sure his son, of course, is still doing stuff.
Oh yeah, they've still got projects in the works.
Yep.
So, speaking of projects in the works, Henson Company does have some stuff coming out soon.
Awesome. Let's go over it.
Yep. So we got, the one thing I mentioned before was the, I forgot what those little fuckers are called. Fraggle Rock movie.
Right.
Doozers?
They're doing a Doozer movie. Yep. No, they're doing a Fraggle Rock movie.
I want a Doozer movie.
Well, they can't make a Doozer movie because the Fraggles ate all their fucking buildings and they have failed as a society.
So it just died out? That's a terrible plot.
Oh.
Is that all? Just Fraggle Rock movie?
No, I'm sorry. I thought he was looking it up. There's also, they're doing, and I know I'm missing one, but I'm jumping straight to this one because it's something I'm excited for. Apparently, I just saw that they are doing Lore Olympus.
Lore Olympus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is that?
It is basically it was a webcomic, and it was based off of Persephone and Hades of the Greek myths, but they're kind of modernized.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's really popular right now.
Are they doing that as like a Muppet thing, or are they doing it?
I don't know. I haven't heard much about it. I just heard that they were doing it.
If it's the Henson Company, it's got to have some sort of effects like that in it. Like there
Well,
might
be
like some of the gods and other characters that might be, people with, some effects makeup and things like that. And then you might have things like titans or mythological creatures being made as more
Creature type thing.
creatures. Yeah, Jim Henson
Okay.
creatures.
That could be cool. That could be really cool.
Yeah.
Have they ever put out? Has Jim Henson ever put out a video game?
Well, I was just
I know they
talking
have.
about the Dark Crystal one. That.
True, and I know they put out little kid adaptations of learn your ABCs with Big Bird and things like that.
On the Sesame Street game.
Yeah, all those little module things that kids can learn.
So what else you got?
I can't find that page.
I found that they are working on Pinocchio for Netflix.
Oh, that's it. That's it. That's what it was. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Pinocchio. Whew.
For Netflix, yeah.
Like live action or animated or?
Doesn't really say.
I think it's gonna be a live action Pinocchio.
Okay.
I'm showing. We have the apparently it says we're going to see some more stuff out of the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. The Fraggle Rock On. Earth to Ned. I'm not sure what that is, but it's either it's coming. The Storyteller.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
are we doing it?
That is coming back. Yes, yes. God damn it! There's so many things I'm forgetting. I'm glad I made him you googly it.
Top Puppet. I really hope that's this shows how old I am. This is what I hope it is. I really hope it's like a competition reality show where they bring a bunch of puppeteers to create creations, and then the prize is whoever wins gets to come work for the Jim Henson Company. That's
still pretty cool. I would watch that too.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. Then you have Pinocchio and the Lore Olympus adaptation, all coming out of the Henson Company.
All good stuff.
Yeah, should be good.
All good stuff.
And you asked about video games. While they did not have a hand in the video game, they did do the commercial for Star Fox Zero for Nintendo.
Okay.
All right.
I know that's where Henson got a lot of his start too, his commercials. They did a lot of. I know he started off with coffee. He did a lot of coffee commercials in his beginning career.
Yeah, that's kind of how you got to start, wasn't it?
Yeah, commercials. Yeah. Like I said, some of his puppets were made for commercials, like Ralph. Rolf was for Purina Dog Chow. So, got super popular that way. And I see why. It makes it fun. That's fun.
Yeah, I guess basically what that and really, I'm really excited for these new projects. But what really is the best part about that is that they are still having new projects.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm glad that they're still being able to do stuff. I'm glad that they're still being able to work as even just a production company. With Fraggle Rock coming out, it even not even kind of, it makes me feel good that they're able to focus on even their own properties. And I say their own like it's not Disney that owns them right now.
Right.
But they're still putting out the original Henson ideas.
Yeah, not that they aren't working on their own creations and their own ideas, but they're not letting his die either. His style and his ideas die either.
Mm-hmm. They're continuing his legacy. Yeah, and I will definitely be watching Fraggle Rock. I loved Fraggle Rock as a kid.
Mm-hmm. I'm very interested in that Pinocchio movie.
Mm-hmm. I think originally when Disney was talking about doing it, it was supposed to be I could be way wrong. I didn't really research this ahead of time because this was kind of like a new information, but I really think that originally it was Tim Burton that was supposed to be doing the Pinocchio movie, but I don't think he isn't now.
Right. What is Tim Burton's production company, or what company does he work with, or does he just put his own name on stuff?
Danny Elfman. It's Danny Elfman.
Yes, Tim Burton uses Danny Elfman for music quite a bit. But I'm showing there's a couple other production companies listed here under Pinocchio. You got Shadow Machine, Double Dare, U Productions, Necropia Entertainment. So if one of those is Tim Burton, then he probably still has a hand in it.
Those all kind of sound dark.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hope so because the original Pinocchio story is not Disney happy.
No, even the Disney Pinocchio is not happy.
No. Shadow Machine is responsible for Robot Chicken, Moral Oral, Mary Shelley's Frankenhole,
wow,
and BoJack Horseman.
Oh wow.
So dark humor.
Recent stuff.
Dark
Yeah.
humor. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I don't know about the other. Like looking here on Wikipedia, the other companies don't have links. So
Oh. Yeah, that should be a good one. Partnering with Jim Henson. All right.
So
And they can probably get pretty dark with it too, because it's becoming easier to do that nowadays with TV and television. Like everything is becoming more accepted and the lines are becoming blurred. So a lot of things can be done nowadays that could not have been done 5 years ago.
So yeah, like
So
I was
that's
saying
pretty good.
when we were talking about the commercial flop of Labyrinth, the world was not ready for things like puppets and cartoons for adults. Whereas now, those of us who grew up with those puppets and those cartoons are adults now. So now we're definitely ready for puppets and cartoons for adults.
Mm-hmm. Yep. To quote Mr. Henson, life is like a movie. Write your own ending. Keep believing. Keep pretending.
That's really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
But what if no one buys my script?
Keep pretending.
fake it till you make it, buddy. I'll go back and use my guild decree on something that we mentioned earlier, something I mentioned earlier, just because I didn't come up with anything better. Luis from Marvel is the Marvel version of Pepe the King Prawn. Guild decree.
That's wow. Guild decree.
Yep, if we must, guild decree.
Feel like you just mailed that one in, but okay.
Hey, no, I thought about that one hard for the rest of the cast. I was like, is that really what I want to use my guild decree on? I was like, yeah, I really stand behind that. He is the Marvel version of Pepe the King Prawn. So, yeah, okay.
Okay.
We'll go with, all right, yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, this was a long walk from like black and white coffee commercials to the future of Pinocchio. Which I never thought I would ever see that, but Jim Henson has had a huge impact on our world, on our culture as a whole, how we do movies, how we view culture. It's huge, and it anything that I say will be understating his impact. So I mean, I guess as a sign off, I would thank Jim Henson for his contributions, and I hope that his son will keep contributing. Like even with the movie that he did, the oh my gosh, I can't even remember the name of it, but the Happy
Time Murders.
Happy Time Murders. You know what? Even that I think did the Henson name justice. So I hope that he keeps doing his thing. I hope the Disney lets the Henson Company keep doing their thing, and I hope we keep seeing some magical stuff from them.
Awesome. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Find us on Twitter at twitter.com/Casters Guild, or however Twitter works. See us stream live on Sundays on twitch.tv/Casters Guild, and reach out to us at castersguild@gmail.com, and we might even read your question on the next podcast.6Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye. 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 Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye.